Yun, okay. Hello? Hello? Hello. Can you hear me? Hi guys, welcome back to Bullgar, guys. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday. But hindi masyadong mainit. So it's not Tuesday init, it's just Tuesday tama lang. But yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. It's been 1 week since I last had an episode of Bullgar. Sobra yata tayo. Wait lang. Malakas ba yung mic ko? Kailangan ko lang. How do I... Ayan, okay. So, okay na ba? Okay na yung mic. Not too loud, not too loud. Para hindi masyadong maingay ang mornings nyo. But yeah, welcome to the stream. And for those new to the channel, Bullgar, of course, alam nyo to, dito yung part ng PH VTubing Corner na talks about tabloid news and more importantly, events about the PH VTubing community. Normally we'll just ang highlights is the PH VTubing community, pero syempre mas maganda na rin na we also talk about some weird ass news to brighten up our day or to just make it just a little weird. Pero before tayo mag-start, let me just get some water and para hindi masyadong ang pangit ang pangit mag-umpisa nang wala pang iniinom na tubig or kinakain na kahit ano. So yeah, kayo ba guys, kumain na ba kayo? As you can see, sobrang busy kaya yung laptop yung nakalagay dito, hindi yung pandesal. Normally I'd put the pandesal here, pero yeah, we have to get going as soon as things start, so to speak. Yes, it is indeed time for the Bullgar. But yeah, welcome. Good morning, Layton. How are you? Also forced. Kakagising. Actually, gumising ako mga 8, siguro 8:49, 8:50. Tagal ko na hindi nagbubulgar. Medyo baka baka makalimutan ko kung paano to. Yeah. Doing well. Let me just get some water for because walang tubig. Wait lang, BRB. How's the sound, by the way? The sound is probably the biggest weird question about this kasi hindi ko mag-gauge yung volume ng mic ko. Is it too loud or is it just right? It's probably just right, but yeah. 9:10 start tayo nung news natin kasi we're also on a time that we have to go somewhere right after Bullgar. Well, not really right after. After breakfast siguro. but But yeah, we're gonna start it with something lighthearted, I think. Something lighthearted. But of course, it's still gonna be weird to an extent. And for example, the first one, not sure if you guys are aware of the movie, but yeah, this is the first news. Snakes on the plane delays flight. So just like how I delayed Bulgar, this snake delayed an entire flight. And this happened in Australia because, of course, Australia and dangerous creatures, they're a match made in heaven or hell. Depends on your perspective on things. So a plane at Melbourne Airport was delayed when ground staff spotted a small snake on the tarmac near the aircraft's wheel. The flight bound for Brisbane was held up as a wildlife handler was called in to safely capture the reptile. Identified as a white-lipped snake, which is venomous but not considered highly dangerous to humans, and the passenger were also kept inside the plane during the incident, and the flight eventually took off with only a very minor delay. Virgin Airlines Australia confirmed that no one was harmed and praised the staff for handling the situation calmly. Ayun, okay. Wala naman nasaktan. It's just weird na it's just weird na merong ahas and that one snake was enough to stop a plane. Well, it's technically not snakes on the plane. It's more like it's just snakes in front of a plane, I guess. And apparently that's more than enough to stop a plane. I'm not sure if it's endangered or not, but it's weird that small thing can stop something massive like a plane. So guys, may life lesson dyan, guys. No matter how small you are, guys, no matter how insignificant you feel, you'd be able to stop things that are bigger than you if you're venomous enough and if you're a snake. So be ahas. Be an ahas, di ba? Be a snake and you'll be able to stop things that are bigger than you. Yung pala yung lesson dun, guys. Have some fight in you. Mostly just venom. And yeah, and skills. Yeah, that's the lesson. Mga ahas daw ganyan talaga, nakakatigil. Mas malalaki sa kanila. Yeah. Imagine the people inside that plane though. I was like, how some of them would be like, oh my god, why are we stopping for this thing? It's just a small snake. Just keep going, I don't know, squish it. I'm pretty sure it's not endangered or anything. And then the other side is like, oh my god, stop the plane, please. The poor innocent venomous snake is in the way, and if you squish them, that's gonna be animal cruelty. Tapos yan, imagine mo, I mean, pagbaba mo rin naman sa destination. I mean, their destination is Brisbane, so it's still Australia. So I'm pretty sure there'll be more dangerous creatures there. I mean, it's Australia. It's bound to be everywhere. Meron nga joke na, Australia is hard mode for wildlife because everything is just either highly poisonous or just highly aggressive or just an asshole in general. Being an ass hat, yes, yes. So yeah, that is the first natin. I mean, imagine if I was there, I'd be like, oh my god, we have isn't the snakes on the plane type situation. Well, are the snakes actually on the plane? No, just in front, but close enough. We almost died, by the way. You know how an influence. By the way, good morning, Magandara. Welcome to the stream. I was just about to comment. You know how some influencers like overblow blow things out of proportion. For example, they're in the passenger seat. They're on the passenger vehicle. Um, and the vehicle they're in just encountered a small bump, or they swerved a bit, and then they're gonna be making a new video like, oh guys, I almost died in a traffic accident, guys, because yeah. But snake in a plane, real, not quite. It's more like snake in front of a plane. That's actually the situation right now. So yeah, next time, guys, if this happens to you, be prepared to make your video. It's bound to have a lot of views. Hey guys, I was just in a passenger plane, and then there's this snake, and the snake was near us, so we had to stop the flight and get some wildlife experts in. And then it turns out the actual situation is they just had to corral a snake that happens to be on the tarmac in front of the plane. But yeah, that's how snake on a plane runway. Yeah, I believe that would be a better title for this. So yeah, but let's move to something else that I think you guys will like, because you know how there's a recent surge of popularity for a certain type of race. I think I know what you guys. I think you know what I'm thinking about, guys. It's a very popular thing going on, and it's actually been around for years, but it's gonna be the first time it's gonna be featured in Bulgar. I think. Does anyone have any idea what I'm not? It's a race. It's very interesting. Well, close enough. Uma Musume. This is very close enough, because what we're gonna talk about is yet another popular weird race thing, and yeah, this is it. Wait, wrong racing game. Close, but not quite. We still have bipeds. So this one is happening at Emerald Downs. Yeah, this is in Washington, in Auburn, actually, to be more specific. So this year, more than 300 participants donned inflatable T-Rex costumes for the thrilling annual T-Rex World Championship race. So this started in 2017 as a quirky team building event for a pest control company. See, ang sponsor pa is a pest control company. And it has since grown into a beloved public spectacle, attracting contestants of all ages. So runners stampeded down the track in hilarious prehistoric fashion, and the fun didn't stop there. This year, 3 participants parachuted into the track. So they're kind of spicing things up. So fans cheered as costume-clad racers roared, stumbled, and battled towards victory. In the end, Houston I'm not sure from which Houston this one is, but Andrew Stuber claimed the men's title, while Washington's Lindsay Lovrovic took the women's crown. So may mga divisions din sila. It's not just a T-Rex free for all. The event again proved that inflatable dinosaur suits and racetracks are, apparently it works, because this has been happening for years already. And it is set to air on ESPN2 later this summer. So if you have ESPN, because nobody has that, but if you, just in case you have, yeah, this summer they will show you the highlights of this race. It's funny though. Like, look at this. Parang uma mo sa to, tapos may mga crossover din. This one, look, they have Spider T-Rex from, Spider, like Spider-Man from the hit game Fortnite. Yeah, it's also here. And then you have the purple T-Rex. I saw some videos that there are all sorts of modified T-Rex costumes. So there's also a inflatable T-Rex meta or a skin system. Yeah, unfortunately though, we cannot train the people here and make them win their stuff. But I think you can still bet on the I think you can still bet on the contestants. So this is just in line with the recent surge of Uma Musume. Yeah, I haven't tried, but I did watch the anime. I think a little on the maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not sure how far the tracks are. They probably do a single lap, like either a single lap or 100-meter dash. It's always one of those two. Would I be joining this if I had a T-Rex inflatable costume? Probably not. I don't like running around in this thing. Have you guys tried this inflatable T-Rex costume, by the way? It's only fun for the first maybe 10 minutes. And then all the condensation, because that inflatable T-Rex, it actually holds the moisture in, even with the inflatable fan running inside. It's not a pleasant sensation after that. You feel like you're in a sauna, but it smells like the fabric used for umbrellas. It's like that. It's good for a laugh, but yeah, after 10 minutes you'd want to be out of this costume, especially after running like this. Oh my goodness, sobrang basa ka na siguro pagkatapos. It's even worse once the fan dies and then it just crumples on you, and it's like, oh my god, I feel like everything sticks. But yeah, it's still a fun. You should still experience it. Just don't experience it for more than 10 minutes, and definitely don't run in it. So yeah, that is the second news for the day, and let's go to the next one, and that will be this one. This one is actually even this. I don't normally share tragic news, but here's something that's truly tragic. Oh no. Yeah, truck crash covers the road in cheese. Look at all that cheese. So apparently this is mozzarella cheese. And yeah, this was in early Wednesday morning last week. This happened on Interstate 80 in Center Country, Pennsylvania. And 3 tractor trailers collided near mile marker 146. Where exactly is that? We have no idea, but the point is it's on that highway. So unfortunately, one of the trucks that got involved in the accident was hauling a bunch of, basically a lot of mozzarella cheese, and the trailer split open. It spilled hundreds of boxes of cheese shards across about 200 yards of the eastbound lanes. So unfortunately, the mass of cheese shut down the highway, and while firefighters and cleanup crews worked spread sand to prevent the cheese from making the surface slippery. Most of the cheese, there are some intact boxes here, but unfortunately, most of them had to be discarded because most of the cheese had to be tossed because none of them were refrigerated, so none of them were unsalvageable. It was the truck that kept it cool. So yeah, that's a lot of wasted cheese. Naiiyak ako because of all that cheese going to waste. No injuries though. No injuries. Nobody got hurt. Only emotions, and just the thought of losing that much cheese. That is just tragic. Imagine all the milk that we had to sacrifice to make that. And all the cheese sticks that we could have made with all that cheese. Starving children in our village would have been able to enjoy all that cheese and ate the carton too. I don't know. But remember last time when protein spilled on the highway and what else spilled? I forgot. Was that milk? No, not milk. Um, honey or syrup or something. Yeah, last one of the earlier episodes of Bulgar, we had an entire truck spill stuff, food related stuff. Ah, God, I forgot what. Oh, it spilled bees. There we go. So yeah, remember when that one truck uh crashed and had a lot of angry bees and honey spilling on the road. And then the after one is protein, and this time is cheese. What's next? Truck full of pigs, yeah. So we can have bacon, and then later on a truck full of rice will will get into an accident, and that's gonna cover the rice. So we have honey, we have protein. I'm not sure where the protein shake goes into that. Maybe if you're in that, but the honey or the rice, the cheese, the bread, stuff like that. If they all spill the road, eventually we'll have enough accidents to spill an entire breakfast ingredient ensemble on the road. But yes, balang araw, don't worry guys, makukompleto din natin ito. So, next natin na episode is, wait lang guys, I think it's a white screen. So white screen means there's gonna be another break, guys. And when there's a break, that means there's gonna be another instance of breaking news, o aka nababasag na mga balita, guys. Wasak na wasak, parang puso ni Nasty Mac edition. Rest in peace. So tingnan natin guys kung ano yung kailangan ko yata patayin yung music for this one. Let's kill the music for a bit. Let's see what's up for the news today. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, it's a video this time. Okay. Ready? Go.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda and have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper on the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision, the likes of which has never been seen on Earth before. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your wife. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment is about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue, but you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo.
So, you guys, yeah, that was. So for those who are, yes, for those who know, that's pretty much the punchline, guys. And as always, guys, you see stuff like that.
What the fuck?
So yeah, like and share, guys, if you pray, and do not say anything bad about stuff like that in front of Ara, or you guys are gonna get that. So yeah, that was the babasag na balita, guys. And let's move on to the next news. And play the music here. Let's go. Yeah, this one is kind of pasensya na lang sa mga kumakain, guys, but this is hilarious, so we had to include this. A clinic receives unsolicited urine samples. So basically, and now they're asking people to literally just piss off with their piss. Yes, and I do volunteerism work. Yes, nag-donate na ba kayo, guys? I mean, I'd like to donate, but I'm scared of blood donations. So I thought of the next best thing. Alright, so why? What happened? What is this thing? Why is it unsolicited in the first place? Well, kasi according to news, guys, this happened in Scotland. So, in Salton Surgery, that clinic, the doctor's office, has been begging the patients to stop dropping off random urine samples unless specifically asked. The staff said they're facing a tsunami of pee with people bringing in samples without being requested, even in odd containers like jam jars and PET bottles, and for some reason, test tubes. Yikes. Each sample requires paperwork. Okay, this is the thing. It's not because it's just, I mean, it's not because it's gross. I mean, it kinda is, but you know, in the medical setting, I guess it makes sense. But the problem is, each sample requires paperwork, requires lab work, and follow-ups, putting a strain on staff time and resources. The practice stressed that unsolicited samples can overwhelm services, delay patient care, and sometimes can be tested properly if the container isn't sterile. So they're literally urging everyone to only bring a urine sample if your doctor tells you to. Which brings us to slightly related thing. Usually kasi this time of the year sa Pilipinas, it's APE time, you know, gantong time nagre-reset yung mga insurance sa mga health, So, only bring a urine sample if your doctor tells you to. Kawawa naman sila, no? Pagising nila, start ng work nila, no? Doc! May ihi na naman may naglapag na naman ng wiwi dito sa office natin. We have to document this. Can't they just dump it or something? And I guess it's gonna be a health hazard or something. Ano to, nagpa-check up lang mo, Doc, medyo masakit ulo ko. By the way, here's a urine sample. Yeah, it is medical waste. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to, it's difficult to deal with. Imagine mo, Doc, nilalagnat po ako. By the way, here's a urine sample. Ay, Doc, kukonsulta lang po ako. May nararamdaman po akong medyo kakaiba sa ulo ko. Here's a urine sample. Doc, pwede po mag-inquire. Ano pong pwedeng gawin dito sa... nabalian po ako ng buto. I have to be rushed to the emergency room. Here's a urine sample. If this happened in Australia, it's gonna be even more perfect because of the picture. For those who played Team Fortress 2, yes, you can throw jars of piss at enemy things. But anyway, yeah. So, pag pupunta kayo sa hospital, guys, please be considerate of the doctors. They can be dealing with so much piss, especially during busy days. It costs a lot, and sometimes it smells bad. Alright. So, let's move to the next section. And that will be the same profile pic, slightly different take on things. This one isn't really snakes on the plane, guys, but it's kind of related-ish. So rescuers are looking for someone to finally please adopt this parrot. Okay, normally adopting a parrot would be a fine thing with nothing, no problem. I would adopt a parrot, something like that. But this macaw Well, it's actually a blue and gold Macau, but I can't find the proper PNG. And this parrot's name is Hendrix. He was rescued and sent to the Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Massachusetts. Yeah, and they found it very timid, very malnourished, with missing feathers from a poor diet. So he got very sick. He had to be rescued from where it was, and it was nursed back to full health at the shelter. I'm not sure if Macau yung ibon sa Rio, but yeah, I guess it's a parrot. So it probably is. I had with this motherfucking parrot on this motherfucking plane. Yeah, but here's the thing: they sometimes call it like they compare this parrot to Samuel Jackson, because when it got healthier, it also, it's also started showcase. It started speaking a lot. It started making those noises. You know how they pick up sounds and they imitate it, and then suddenly that's their entire personality. Kind of reminds you of certain fandoms, right? Anyway, no, just kidding. Yeah, when he began to get, when he got healthier, he started speaking in slurs and curse words. Actually, this parrot has been cursing and saying slurs so much that the shelter had to put a disclaimer to warn potential adopters that this parrot is R-rated and not suitable for kids or apartments or anything with neighbors living close to you. A candid Facebook post comparing him to Samuel Jackson went viral, prompting dozens of adoption applications from North America. Of course, shelter workers said his colorful language might be attention-seeking, or it's just a sign that he's settled in. Hendrix was adopted by someone with experience handling large birds in mid-June. That's their latest update. So na-adopt na pala siya, but they're still hoping that his new home can handle both his feather condition, kasi he lost feathers nga. More importantly, I hope they can survive the parrots lines, and baka mamaya mainis na lang sila because they get offended by the parrots and it's foul mouth. So just imagine Samuel Jackson, but he ends his statements with that. Wah. I've had it in this motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. So yeah, happy for Hendrix, guys. Got adopted. I just hope it lasts, or it's gonna get sent back to the shelter. Imagine going back to the shelter carrying the parrot. Like, we don't want this parrot anymore. It's been calling us everything, calling us slurs. And then the shelter is like, normally they probably turn you down. No, it's fine, you can handle it. No, but for this one, I'm pretty sure it's completely understandable if it got taken back. Baka na-cancel na rin tong parrot na to for saying slurs. I'm not sure what exactly, which slurs exactly, but if they're comparing him to Samuel Jackson, and then it's probably just mother effing and probably something else that we cannot say on stream. So, and that is probably the fifth news for the day. So it's time for one last news beat, and of course, if it's the last news, it's always about Florida man. Florida man, guys, kaaway ng walang kaaway, kakampi ng walang kakampi, kaibigan ng walang kaibigan, at tagapag-api ng walang umaapi. And Florida man, this time, normally is into, going into weird adventures, doing heroic, quote-unquote heroic things, or sometimes villainous ones, so that there's gonna be a need for a hero. I'm going, of course, but this time, Florida man decide, let's just stay at home. In fact, let's just, we're gonna be so stay at home, even other people have to go to our home to interact with us. And I can't say. I mean, this Florida menu is quite interesting because they totally did. So early in July. This is just this week actually. Last week pala. This is just last week. Deputies got a memorable message when they noticed they noticed a doormat at a suspected drug house, and the welcome mat says, "Come back with a warrant." So yun yung nasa harap ng bahay ni Florida Man. This actual welcome mat. This is the picture of the welcome mat. They come back with a warrant, and they actually did. They actually go with them. They actually came back with a warrant, and they followed protocol. The Florida police, followed protocol. Deputies obtained a warrant and executed the raid on Florida Man's property. And and guess what, guys? Because it's Florida Man's house, they did discover that the house has not one, guys, not one, but two active drug houses allegedly tied to Florida Man. So the operation involved the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Special Investigations Unit. That is a mouthful. The FCSOSIU and SWAT team to ensure a safe and thorough search. As a result, several individuals were arrested and charged in connection with the drug den. Deputies credited the cheeky doormat for helping guide them to the locations, though they might have preferred a less tongue-in-cheek welcome mat. In short, Florida Man dared deputies to come back with a warrant, and they did. They totally did. And leading to the bust of not one but two suspected drug dens. But guys, this is actually part of a plan, Florida Man, because Florida Man, he moves in mysterious ways. So he actually saw that the house was a drug den. So to help the police bust the crime, he put the doormat there on purpose. It's like, hey guys, I know you police people are looking to fight crime, so I'm gonna help you even with just this doormat. You know, I can fight crime even with just using a doormat. That's how powerful Florida Man is. And it's like, pow, there we go. Put it here, make it obvious that this house is a drug den, or two drug dens in one, di ba? So yeah, Florida Man playing 4D chess indeed. So clutch. So wherever you are, Florida Man, I'm on to you. You might be playing 4D chess, but I'm playing 5D googling. I know how your methods work now, even though I don't know how your brain works. At least I know how this just went down. So congrats, Florida Man, for busting another drug den. Actually, two drug dens. And that is the news for today. Which brings us to the news section of Bullgar, guys. And this one's been a long time coming. Lagi tayo we're always showcasing milestones, but we should also showcase the creations of our other forms of creations of our PH VTuber friends, mutuals, acquaintances, and secondary contacts, guys. And this is, of course, we're gonna have some style. We're gonna have some class on this episode because today is the art section, PH VTuber edition. Look at just the art, Marcel, the art critic, right there with his turtleneck. And yeah, I should have put a color there, the spike color there, just to make sure that it's me. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, look at this piece of art, the lines, the subtlety, the color combination. But yeah, this section is mostly about there's gonna be two types of art here. Art of the people, or the actual PH VTubers, art of the members of the PH VTubing community, or art that is made by the PH VTubers themselves. Maybe there's a third one. Art of the PH VTube, art from PH VTubing community, uh, of themselves. Maybe that's also a thing. So yeah, we're just gonna go five at a time, siguro, for this one because we're also kind of pressed for time. But first section, of course, first sample of art is, of course, this has to be the first one because Tala, the star goddess at Tala VT, she makes excellent, excellent art. I really like her art style. Her VTuber avatar is also good. It has this color scheme going on that reminds me of the, those Bear Brand commercials, the ones with the sepia. Oh my god, I can't explain it to the younger ones without without betraying my age. But basically, there's this old commercials. It's kind of Tala color palette thing. I just like the art style ni Tala. It's so distinct. When I see her art, even when just scrolling down Twitter, if I see the art style, it's like, oh yeah, Tala totally made that. So yeah, definitely check out her Twitter and her Twitch. I think she also made her own avatar, if I'm not mistaken. She designed her own avatar. But not sure if she's the one who rigged it. But and she also takes commissions. Actually, I plan to ask her for a commission, but I checked the prices and I'm like, balang araw guys, pag malaking streamer na ako, I'll probably commission Tala. But right now, I don't have the money. But if you guys do, if you want to enjoy art like this, definitely check out Tala's art and definitely commission her. Alright, so next natin, yeah, someday we'll have commission money. Right now, we only have video card money and spare hard drive money, something like that. So, Steam sale money, there we go. Steam sale money, that's what we have so far. Pang sales lang. Bawal full price. And next natin, of course, is this one is art by at XISE.Shiso. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Shiso? C? Something like that. But yeah, this is art of Cassiopeia Rolla and Polaris VT. I sometimes name couples based on the basically their color. So for example, just a common one is Miri and Boozy. I sometimes call them the red couples, stuff like that. So yeah. So this is art by Polaris, art of Polaris and Cass. Cass, one of the VTubers that also known for years. She also makes her own art actually. Maybe one day we'll feature her art here sa Bullgar. But for now, yeah, enjoy the fan art. I'm sure if this is fan art or commissioned, but yeah, that's definitely Cass. You can see by her spotted hair and her big ass ears. I haven't seen Polaris avatar actually, so this is actually how Polaris looks like. I thought it was like I thought it was also like a cat type VTuber thing. Was it? But definitely check them out as well. Even you have a time. Of course, Cassie, she plays plenty of I think she's played a lot of Warframe. No, not Warframe recently. Of Helldivers. And we played Monhun recently. Yeah, and Helldivers. Yeah, she's been playing Helldivers recently. I think with Polaris. But yeah, this one is art by at XISEWC. Please tell me how to pronounce that name so I can credit you properly. Oops, di yata kita masyado dahil nakaharang yung laptop ko dun sa ano. But yeah, the name was right here. Alright. Next natin na art is of course from this one is from a certain door kicker VTuber that's also kinda green. And this is of course none other than our resident sheep Watageyuha, and which is she at Bites Pictures. She does a lot of art at a staggering rate, and I'm impressed with how consistent she is when it comes to art style. I remember. Okay, I'm gonna share this to you guys. When a certain VTuber was still active, but this VTuber graduated already. Um, I was on a Discord call with that VTuber and Watage, and at that time, he asked, he, she, it, because sasabi yung ano, but that VTuber was asking for a VTuber design concept. Yeah, he basically commissioned Watage to make an avatar, and I shit you not, the entire process of designing the VTuber, that avatar took less than an hour, and that VTuber was like, "Yep, we're going with this one." That's how clean Watage worked with that one. And of course, this one is a sketch of none other than Morphe, our six-eyed cat boy vampire. I don't know what else he is right now. Morphe, basta alam ko right now, is kind of a vampire, also kind of a cat, also kind of eldritch if the number of eyes on his head is anything to go by. But yeah, this is art of Morphe. Not sure if she plans on coloring things like this. She does a lot of sketches. Some of them are colored, some of them are not. But yeah, Morphe is one of her regular subjects. I also have a lot of fan art from Watage. And if you are early with my non-Bullgar streams, I think a good like 30-40% of the art being showcased on my intro screen is from Watage. So yeah, also commission her if you guys have the time, and also if she has the time, check her schedules, see if she's commissioning. If you want good art, cute art mostly, definitely check out Watage. So next natin na art subject is gonna be this one. This one is made by none other than Slania from the PH VTuber group Chaos, and this is art of her. This is Slania right here on the right. This is Nana in the middle, and Tali from, of course, this is Tali. Not sure if they're all active right now, but Slania's art style is very this very distinct. I mostly see her art with like this oil painting ish thingy, but this one I was kind of surprised. It's super. The lines are super crisp and clean. Normally she goes for this art style na medyo parang painting talaga, or oil. Sometimes I guess oil pastel. I guess that's how I describe it. I'm not good at art, guys. I just help find an art group, but I'm not good at art, so I cannot really define what art style that was. But yeah, she does a lot of high quality art then. Not sure if she's taking commissions recently, but if she is, I'd probably also hope that I have enough cash to commission her. But one day, guys, pag laki itong Bullgar, promise talaga, magko-commission ako dun sa mga gusto kong ipa-commission. Hirap na talaga ngayon eh. So many games to buy. Also, definitely check out their group. I think recently Sanya has been more active recently. I was subscribed to. I think I'm still subscribed to Tally, but I'll check out na one of these days. Matagal na akong hindi updated sa page VTubing scene, kaya nga ako nag-Bullgar eh. Para ma-update din ako sa mga nangyayari sa mga bagay-bagay. So next natin, of course, this one I always wanted to feature this like since forever. And this is none other than Puago the Owl, the only owl VTuber from the PH that I know. And she's currently not in the PH right now. But yeah. So the thing about Puago is I think she's super self-made. Her stream background, she made it. Her emojis, she also made it. Her avatar, she designed it. I'm not sure if she even. I think she was also the one that rigged this one, and I guess there's nothing to say about her art style. And impressive. It's so distinct that I can always, when I see an emoji and it has that thing, I say, oh, this is definitely Kuwago's art style and animation. And I was trying to put a video version of this, an animated version, but I'm unable to do that. Google Slides is so limited, but someday when I have an editor, someday when we go big and we have editor money or manager money, we'll be able to showcase her animated emojis. Actually, honestly, I'm planning to get animated emojis from her. But like I said earlier, when we're big enough, when we have the commission money, and her thumbnails, best I can do is just Photoshop my face on something. Puago makes custom art. Just look at this one. This one is kind of different because she tried to make it slightly like Marvel Rivals. So yeah, definitely check her out. She has her commission page. What's that thing? The one where you have like the commission stuff. A lot of artists, PH YouTubers do. So totally check her out. Check out her channel, her Twitter at QuagoDL, and from there go to her Twitch and stuff. She normally streams around no, I'm not sure if it's Vision for her. It's not Vision for her. I think it's a separate site. And she usually streams at this time. I think she's also a common raid destination when we do our Bullgar news. She plays owl-based games, games with owls in them. So yeah. Next natin of course is this one. That one, coffee. No, card. That one, the card thingy that links to her commission stuff. That's what I was talking about. This one is a name we haven't featured in a while, but this is still, of course, a very, very familiar name. This is none other than Puto Kalamay, and of course she does a lot of top tier art. Okay, when it comes to art style, Puto Kalamay's art is also right up there. Medyo familiar na rin sa akin. I think it's her colors and her lines, very distinct. Mags, di ba meron ka ring art with na galing kay Puto Kalamay? Yeah. So Puka, nasan ka man? Where are you? Ito dati, isa rin tong regular sa Bullgar dati. Mag-active na ba ulit to? I mean, active siya sa Twitter. Pero has she been streaming lately? She should stream. Definitely art streams and stuff. She actually has a time-lapse video of this one. But I was unable to feature kasi hindi siya ma-download as video. Pero, wait, sino ba ito? I don't know who this person is, but I feel like he looks like someone from Arcane, like Victor. Imagine if Victor had long hair and is wet. Fresh off the shower. Probably that. It looks a lot like Victor. Don't you think, guys? It looks like Victor. If Victor had Jesus hair and had an amazing set of earrings, by the way. Yeah, so definitely check out Puto Kalamay, and also watch out. She might be streaming again. I'm not sure. I hope she is, because that's a lot of good art right there. So, and finally, ay, wala to. Bakit may napasama dito? Kurosawa, I intend to commit sa library vandalism. I remember that. Sige, flashback tayo dyan. This is just a random slide in my Bullgar. Yeah, this was an intent to commit. I'm just gonna remind you guys, this was about a tweet where she said something that her goal is to lick every Agassi? No, every statue of that person. Yeah, that's the crime. So this was cancelled. I think that was like 2 episodes ago. So intent to commit sa library vandalism. Anyway, let's go to the shout outs. We'll be featuring PH VTuber milestones. Yung mga regulars dyan, alam na kung how this goes down. And we always have regulars because the regulars are active. Diba? So let's see, what do we have here? So first one, si Aska Pion. And she tweeted to the 5-year anniversary Sabathon progress report. She actually streamed yesterday. I checked out her stream last night before I went to bed. So she actually reached 50 subs, and you know what? It's actually perfect. It split the subathon goal screen right in the middle, left. Cleared everything on the left, which is excellent. Diba? 50 subs is still nothing to sneeze at. It's truly been sabi nga niya, she's thankful that we even reached the 50 subs. It's truly been a blessing and an honor, my dearest lost souls. Thank you so much for 5 years. And watch me try not to cry. I think she trying not to cry on stream. So, yeah. Askapion has been around for some time, even longer than I have. Kasi ako, I only started in 2021. She's been around for 5 years. And that, guys, that is determination, guys. So, shout out sa lahat ng more than... Shout out sa post 3-year VTuber squad. Mags, isa ka din, di ba? Isa ka din dyan. Welcome to the more than 3 years club, I think. Ako, I just hit like 4 years. But, yeah. Definitely check her out. Why not, diba? Why not support her? Why not just stop at 50 subs? One day, she'll also meet the 300 subs. The Genshin stream from 70 subs, diba? In the future subathon, let's manifest, getting her to clear the entire board. But right now, just even the half, it's a clean break right now. It's a clean result with splitting the scoreboard right in half. It's also perfectly symmetrical. 2-2-2 para madading alalahanin. Akin, I just debuted ng 420. 420 yung sa akin para madali ring maalala kung ano. Alright. So 50, yeah, ako nga wala nga akong subs kasi I don't tell people to sub. Don't sub. If you sub, starving children in Africa could have eaten that subs. them subs. Alright. So next natin na shoutout is si Rora, Moon Jellyfish VTuber. And she had her birthday marathon for the entirety of last month. And she finally celebrated her birthday noong July 3. And sabi nga dito, thank you so much for everyone for supporting me during my birthday sabaton. This birthday was truly memorable and I will always keep it close to me. As I announced, I will be releasing 4 songs on music streaming platform soon. And here is a snippet of one of her songs called The Lulu. I have to stop the music and let's play this one. Play. So yeah, that is just a sneak preview of her song called Delulu, and you're just gonna have to wait till she releases the entire thing, all 4 songs in the very near future. So but that slide to wow, we have a lot of slides right here. I didn't know I had that much slides in this report. Next natin is, of course, from one song to another, we have Kirarin. I should have spaced this one probably. We're gonna have a lot of videos here in the very near future. But this is a new cover release from Kirarin. It's Make It Kirarin version. And let's check this out. So that is the preview. The full version is actually out on her YouTube channel right now. So definitely check it out when you have the time, and so you can enjoy it in its full musical glory, guys. So that is Karen with her new cover of "Make It." Next natin na shoutout episode tuloy is of course si Lumi, who has been going wild in the recent back in the recent certain convention last week. But yeah, thank you. Sabi niya, thank you for 1K plus 1 followers. But I checked, last time I checked, her Twitter is a little over 1005 followers. You know, fluctuating sometimes because sometimes there were bots accounts, long story short. But yeah, she has finally breached the 1000 follower mark on Twitter, on X, Twitter, on Shitter. But yeah, so congratulations, Lumi, on your 1,000 for breaking the 1,000 follower milestone. I think she also does art, right? She commissions stuff like that. But I think the more notable thing about her recently is she was going wild in the previous convention. Ano ba yung convention na yun? I forgot the name of that convention. But yeah, she has been seen um something about man boobs related. I forgot. No, I didn't. I remember, but I can't say. But we'll save that for another episode. So yeah, Lumi, our sights are set on you as well. We're watching. Well, mostly specifically the Twitter feed. Okay, next natin is Izanami. Okay, this one was actually posted last week, and she is asking people, interested individuals, to join the Avalon family. So Avalon Studios, this is more shout out to Avalon Studios. They are looking for volunteers passionate about the VTuber world, for clipping, for moderation, and more. So be part of something magical. The journey is just beginning, and you can apply through the Avalon staff Twitter. They have the link there. So if you guys want to mod more than if you guys want more modding for your favorite PH VTuber members, PH VTuber content creators, stuff like that, I can't do any of this because clipping takes a lot of work. So respect to the clippers. Moderation definitely takes a lot of work. So shout out din sa mga moderators. Basta wag kayong power trip ha. Don't power trip. And yeah, be part of the group. Why not, why just watch when you can support them, diba? Well, ako, as much as I want to support the VTuber, I don't have the technical know-how. But for those that you think that you can help your favorite PH VTubers, get good at content creation, this is definitely one of a good, starting point. But the more important thing is passion. I am current with the current ones I've moderated for now. Actually, I self-moderate, that's all. I don't have dedicated moderators, but I have people who volunteered as moderators. like Lay. Here, next natin is of course Ishitanuki. And Seribot we trust. There's a raid. There's a bot raid in our chat. Seribot's gonna take care of that. Next natin, of course, is another one. This is from Ishitanuki. And with Sensen Sense videos have been featured here recently because of these duets. And this time it's with Ishitanuki. So let's check this out.
I'm blue, you're pink, and together it's purple. Sing and vibe beyond with me. Let's go!
One step forward, two steps back. Why do I keep coming back?
Those chains are mere fantasy inside a world of make believe. So just break away, light away, kindle the burning desire, open up that beacon of life.
Release the imaginary fog that was once a prison.
Break away, light away,
Buti pa sila magaling kumanta. And also, that is one of the reasons why this pod will also be partially muted. Because of all these professional sounding songs. That's gonna trip my out the music protection bot. And it's gonna partially mute the VOD again. God damn it. But for those that are watching the VOD, definitely check her out and check out the original version on the Twitter video, Ishitanuki. And also check out Sense Stellaria, of course. I wish I had sang as great as some of the people here in the VGW community, but for those who have heard me sing, they'd be like, you know what? You have some other redeeming features. Sabi sa akin, Muscle, you're a good guy. I ask my friends, okay lang ba akong kumanta? And they say like, you know what? You're a very funny person. Okay, maybe not that funny. Sometimes even your jokes fall flat. But, you might have some good qualities. So is it singing? And they were like, well, at least you have Bullgar. Yeah. So yeah, I have to live with that. But all I can do is admire these good singers. So let's go to the next page. And this one is from Eggy Tamagoki. So this one is another milestone. It's a donathon goal thingy. She met her donathon goal of 10,000 pesos. Yeah. So sabi niya dito, thank you so much to everyone that helped me reach the goal. I'll be waiting for the bidding to end at the server to send the whole amount to SWS. And again, I appreciate everyone that donated. So SWS is Trace Worth Saving. It's I believe it's an animal shelter or something like that. So they'll be donating all of that to the shelter, and you're gonna have a lot of strays being fed and rescued and taken care of. Unlike the people who abandon them. I hate them. I hate the people who abandon pets. It's like, please take care of your pets. Be responsible. These aren't just toys or accessories. These are living things. It's sometimes an alive thing. My cat kills a lot of things. Anyway, yeah. So congrats on Eggy. Congrats on meeting that donathon goal. And I hope we have more successful donathons in the very near future. Who knows? Maybe next time it's gonna be 20k. Maybe next time it's gonna be 25k or even 50k, di ba? Darating din yan, guys. Pag gusto, di ba, may paraan. For example, ako, if I can have a donathon of $25 million, kaya ko yan, given enough time, decades, centuries, I don't know. Maybe I'll be dead even before I reach 10% of that. But, think positive lang, guys. Think positive. Okay, next natin is, what's this? It's another video. Okay, are we ready for this? Remember, the pet's whole world is you. True. Alright, so we have another video. Okay, this one is unfamiliar territory. I don't know what I made past this point because I was either too sleepy or too wasted. Okay, let's go. What's this one? Hindi ko na binalik yung music. Oh my god!
My little soda pop, you're all I can think of. Every drop I drink of, you're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Pull me down, you're so hot. Pull me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
Yeah, definitely mamumute yung VOD ko. Probably gonna get my first copyright strike one of these days. And that was Hazu with My Little Soda Pop, which is from the hit animated movie, guys. KDA the movie. No, just kidding. K-pop Demon Hunters, guys. I always associate League of Legends with that thing because of KDA and Huntrix being very similar. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I do have Netflix. I said I was gonna watch the thing, but I haven't gotten around to it. Too many games. Maganda yung Tagalog dub, promise. Should we do a watch along for Tagalog? I'll just put a filth of vision on the thing. Because one of the thing one of the things na I'm worried about when I haven't watched something popular is that by the time I watch it, I've already seen enough snippets of it to know what's happening. For example, I believe that's what happened to me with what's that, Shrek? No, not Shrek. Puss in Boots 2. There we go. I was so looking forward to watching what's that one? Puss in Boots 2. But because of how good that thing is, people can't stop talking about it. By the time I watch it, I already know what's gonna happen and the order of things. Anyway, pwede mong gawing drinking game yung amount of times na sinabi yung hinayupak. Oh no, I might not have enough drinks for that. Drinking game ba? Baka mamaya halfway through the movie pala. Mahaba ba yung movie? Is it a long movie? Do you think it would have made for a better like series, the animated series? 1 hour 40, standard movie length. Yeah, we can totally watch that one of these days, a weekend or something. I'll plan that. See if we can watch that on a weekend. Maiksi lang, pero feeling ko mas okay siya for series. Yeah, I heard there were lots of things that could have been expanded upon. For example, background stories of each of the girls, even the origins of the boys, guys, stuff like that. But aside from that, let's see if we have another one. Next natin is okay. This one is from Natsu Productions, and they released a cover of Breaking Dimensions by Hololive, made by Natsu Productions talent for OnLive 2025. It actually premiered at the end of June 29, almost at the end of June. This one I cannot feature here in full video because it's too long. I don't know how to clip stuff like that, but it's out and the link is here. I'm not sure if you guys can read, but go to @NatsuProOff and it's already linked there. I already listened to it, and yeah, definitely check it out. I see a lot of familiar faces here. Amaya is here, Ayana is here, Hannah is here, Kira, Shichi, Goat Mom, Asha, Ryu, a lot of things. A lot of familiar faces. Even I think Ringy is. Who's it? No, that's not Ringy. Okay. Medyo na naguluhan lang ako kasi ang liit ng pictures dito. Ruby is also here. Yeah, lots of familiar faces here. Check it out. I can't play it unfortunately, and Algo probably hates me right now with this one episode. Next natin is of course for PH VTubers. Bayanihan. This is a PH VTuber group that's basically they want a more centralized PH VTubing circle, and they are looking for staff applications just like Avalon Studio. So they're looking for event hosts, chat moderators, and server support. So yeah, if you guys can volunteer, for those watching the VOD, check out this one. If you can help maintain an open, creative, and safe space for fellow PH VTubers, do hit up PH VTubers Bayanihan. Look at their mascot. Their mascot is a sparrow. It's the ex-pangbansang hayop. Ex-pambansang ibon. Na ano siya ng Philippine Eagle eh. Yeah, so this may be your chance to contribute to the PH VTubing community. I'm not sure what event host does though. Doesn't that mean you have to be the talent or something? But yeah, chat moderator, definitely self-explanatory. Server support, probably when it comes to maintaining the Discord servers, or event host. Probably event host is probably on a more technical things. Not necessarily you're not gonna be the one hosting the event. More like supporting supporting collabs, stuff like that. All right, next natin is Haru. This one is a rather bittersweet one. So Haruke at Harukatsu has finally concluded her PH VTuber journey. Her last stream was on June 30. I was there. Yeah, it's kind of surreal. It's always unique experience seeing off a name that that's very familiar to you for a very long time. So Haru has finally closed this chapter of her VTubing career. And sabi nga niya, thank you for joining a final stream and for a delightful 4 years. And she asks the fans, if the PH VTubing community, to take care of ourselves, and that she appreciates us in all ways. And this is your favorite Katsu, Harukatsu, signing off. So yeah, goodbye Haruke, and maybe, just maybe, we will meet again in the future in different avatars, or even in different media, or even in different areas of life. Malay mo magkita. Malay nyo si Haruke pala yun, di ba? So yeah, goodbye Haruke, and good luck in your safe travels wherever you're going. And that is all for Bullgar, guys. So if gusto nyong maging part ng Bullgar, if you guys want to contribute to the news, or if you have wholesome tea about your favorite PH VTubers, or if you yourself is are a PH VTuber and you have your own milestones, feel free to share it here and you will be featured. Of course, ganoon naman tayo. Pag may nag-share ng information and if you think it's good enough for Bullgar, it's gonna be in Bullgar. Ganoon tayo rito. We're pretty open when it comes to stuff. Just send me a DM or link me or tag me in a post or something like that. Right? And that's all we have for the stream. It's almost 10:30. You guys are either at work or at play or at breakfast, brunch thingy, having breakfast. Yeah. So kita-kits tayo next time. I will be streaming just working streams later this week, because it's gonna be a very busy week, so I need something to keep me on track, and that is of course none other than our just working streams. All right, that is Muscle Cruise. This is Bullgar. Although let me just put this shit here. Okay, naharang yung screen ko. I can't interact with my OBS. But yeah. So I will be seeing you later this week. Probably not today. Medyo nasa labas ako today. But yeah, we will have some just working streams later this week. Okay? So that's Muscle Cruz. That was Bullgar. And I'm gonna be signing off. Goodbye. And see you next time.